I'm Dee Stone. I'm your host today, filling in for Carol Donahue. This is At Your Service, and my guest today is Amy Meyer, Events Coordinator for Anderson Township. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're going to talk about facilities in Anderson Township that people can rent for weddings. I know there's a few out there. Can you just tell us about those?
Sure. We have the Anderson Center here at 7855 Mile Road. We can do wedding ceremonies and receptions, or just receptions. We can hold between small weddings up to 200. 200 you would need to rent the entire facility, because you would need to rent both upper and lower atrium, the community meeting room, to be able to accommodate 200 guests. We typically like that 150 number. That seems to work really well in our community meeting room. We use our South Plaza for ceremonies, outdoor ceremonies, which a lot of brides like. And we have a backup plan. So we do use our atrium as a rain backup plan. So unlike a lot of venues that don't have a backup plan, you're stuck, we do have a backup plan, which is really nice. Then we also have our Heritage Center. It is an old historic farmhouse out on 8 Mile and Forest, and we do outdoor ceremonies and tented receptions there. And there also we can go up to 200, but we like that 150 number, works really well there as well.
Now, I have had the pleasure of being in both of these facilities, and I've actually used them for a couple of different events myself. And I know wedding season and prom season is right now.
Yes.
That people love to have their pictures taken outside. I'm just looking at the beautiful shots that people get.
Right.
And I looked at your website. I know there's some beautiful shots at the Heritage Center also.
Yes.
So.
This is all public space here at the Anderson Center. We do ask that if it is your school prom, that you might call in advance to make sure we don't have a wedding happening. Once the building becomes rented, it kind of becomes a private space versus public space. But we do have that huge, the huge grounds outside, so we typically can do multiple photo sessions for different people at different times. We just like to know ahead of time if there's a big prom happening and you're going to have a lot of people coming to take photos here. We welcome that, absolutely. We just ask that you call in advance to make sure there's nothing else going on.
Well, I just want to let people know that it is beautiful facilities. And speaking of the facilities again, like what amenities do they have? And I know a lot of people want to know about caterers. I mean, do you have caterers that you use?
We have, yes, we have a preferred catering list. You don't have to stick to that list. If you decide to go with a caterer that's not on our preferred list, we just get copies of their insurance certificate, their catering certificate, to make sure you're going to be happy with them as well. Alcohol does need to go through a licensed caterer who carries liquor liability insurance. The township here, we don't carry that insurance. And that just puts the liability back on the caterer or bar service that is handling the alcohol, not back on our renter or us as a facility. The same thing with the Heritage Center. If you have events at the Heritage Center under 50 people, we do have an addendum that you can sign that says you are going to be liable for the alcohol at that point. We found out that a lot of the caterers and bar services don't make a profit on that small of an event, and so we decided to go with that route if it is a smaller event. But on the large scale events at the Heritage Center, it does need to go through a licensed caterer or bar service for alcohol.
Now, what other amenities might either of these facilities have?
Well, when it comes to weddings here at the Anderson Center, we provide tables, chairs, set up, tear down, linens. We have 50 colors to choose from, so you don't have your typical white, ivory, and burgundy. We have every color of the rainbow. And you can mix and match. That's totally fine with us. We provide here a dance floor. We also provide ceremony chairs. They are at an additional rental fee because we do rent those chairs. So that's basically here. You would need to bring in your centerpieces, your DJ, your cake, your flowers. All of that is up to you. At the Heritage Center, we have more of a full package. We provide the tent. It has pole drapes, bistro lighting, really nice, elegant lighting package. We provide white resin padded garden chairs, real nice chairs for the ceremony and the reception. I know some facilities you need to carry your ceremony chairs from the ceremony to the reception. We provide enough chairs that you don't have to do that, which is really nice. Again, linens there and the building for the day. So the bride, we have 2 bedrooms upstairs in the house. So the bride's able to get ready there. There's a restroom up there, and the groom can get ready up there as well. So when you're getting your photos, if you don't want to see each other, there's a nice little room that they can wait in while that's all happening. Again, at the Heritage Center, we provide a shuttle service because there is limited parking there, so we provide that as well for weddings and receptions.
That's wonderful. Now, is there also a gazebo there? I think?
Yes, most of the ceremonies happen outside there as well. The backup plan there is under the tent.
Okay.
But the gazebo is gorgeous. It's newly painted. We've put down patio pavers for the pathway to the gazebo. It's kind of a nice curved pathway that we line the chairs along that. And then instead of mulch now, it is full patio pavers under the tent. So even if it rains the day of, everything's protected and nice still under the tent.
Sounds like a beautiful spot.
It's gorgeous. And you can check our website, www.andersoncenterevents.org. And there are a lot of pictures of the Heritage Center, ones from weddings last year, and then hopefully we'll update that as well this year as the weddings start to begin.
It is the season.
It is the season.
It is the season. Now, speaking of weddings, what are some of the things brides have done at the facilities to make it a little bit different? I know brides now kind of like a theme sometimes.
Right. Each bride, and it's nice here because each bride can be different and unique in their own way. You can go from country chic to high-end elegance, add on chair covers and sashes and linen napkins and china from your caterer, or do more of the disposable heavy plasticware, which looks like china. It's all depending on your budget. So we can do from high-end to just an everyday in your budget, but it's still an elegant wedding here, and it looks really nice because this facility and the room doesn't need a whole lot of decorations. Same thing with the Heritage Center. The whole backdrop is gorgeous, and it's on green space, so it's just beautiful out there as well. So you can spend a lot of money if your budget allows it, or you can just stick within the minimum, and it's still going to be a gorgeous event.
And I can attest to that. Having rented this facility for an event I was in charge of in the winter, and it's such a beautiful facility here at the town center.
Correct.
It's just,
You don't need to do a
you
whole
don't really
lot.
need to do a lot,
Right.
Which
makes it
helps
nice.
the budget, definitely. So now, what about coordinating with other rental options, like if someone wants a tent, or like we mentioned the tent, but other things they might need? Do you handle that for them?
We handle tables, extra tables, chairs, the tent, and your linens. If you are going to have a tent here at the Anderson Center or at the Heritage Center, those do go through us. We have one company that we deal with that we know the tents are nice, they're clean, they follow the permit rules, and they get the permit. So we take care of all of that. As far as everything else, if you want china, if you want centerpieces, flowers, that is all done up to your choice. We don't have a specific rental company that you would need to go through. A lot of those are through your caterer, and they have different packages from plasticware to china. Again, we leave all that up to the bride, which makes it nice.
And there's a nice kitchen, I know
Yes.
here at least, that the caterers are familiar with if you're using it.
Yes, we do have a full catering kitchen here at Anderson Center. At the Heritage Center, we're actually doing some remodeling. It is not going to be a full catering kitchen. It won't have a stove and ovens and things like that, but more countertops, a full-size refrigerator. But right now, there's just a microwave and a dorm-size refrigerator, but we are updating that currently.
Which your caterers, I'm sure, will
Yes.
appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much.
You're very
been
welcome.
A wealth of information, and I just stay sane during bridal
Yes,
season.
bridal
here.
season.
Yeah.
And feel free to check the website. We do still have 2014 dates available. We're booking 2015 and 2016 at this point, and even later if you need to. My calendar goes out until the end. There is no end on my calendar.
That's right.
So if you're one of those brides that need 3 to 4 years in advance, give me a call. We'll go ahead and get you on the
Get it
calendar.
on the calendar now.
Yes.
Thank you, Amy Meyer, Events Coordinator at Anderson Township. And this is Dee Stone wrapping up for At Your Service. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.